So, you've finished nursing school. All those years of classes, clinicals, and probably not enough sleep. You think you're done, right? Well, not quite. There's one more giant hurdle to jump over, and it's called the NCLEX, the National Council Licensure Examination. It sounds very official, doesn't it? That's because it is. This isn't just a final exam. It's the key that unlocks the door to your entire future as a nurse. It's the moment where everything you've learned is put to the test, literally. It's the last step before you can officially put RN after your name. And that's a pretty big deal. Passing this exam means everything. It's the difference between being a nursing graduate and being a practicing nurse. It's the culmination of a dream that started years ago. For so many, this isn't just a personal goal. It's a promise they made to themselves, to their families, and to their future patients. Imagine working so hard for so long and having it all come down to one single day. The pressure is real, you guys. It's like the Super Bowl, but with more medical terminology and less throwing a football around, although you might feel like throwing your textbook across the room sometimes. This exam is designed to make sure you're ready. Ready to handle the pressure, ready to make split-second decisions that could save a life. It tests your knowledge, your critical thinking, and your ability to apply what you learned in school to real-world situations. It asks questions you've never seen before, forcing you to think on your feet. It's not about memorizing facts, it's about understanding the why behind every action. It's a challenge for sure, but it's a challenge that every single nurse has faced and conquered before you. And that's something to remember. So as these incredible people prepare, they are joining a legacy of compassion, strength, and dedication. The NCLEX isn't just a barrier, it's a rite of passage. It's the final confirmation that you have what it takes to care for people at their most vulnerable moments. It says, yes, you are ready, you are capable, you are a nurse. And when you think about it that way, it's not just a test. It's a celebration of how far you've come and the amazing journey you're about to begin. It's your moment to shine. What does a day look like for someone cramming for the NCLEX? Well, it starts early, very early. The sun is barely up, but the coffee is already brewing. Desks are covered in flashcards, highlighters of every color, and textbooks open to dog-eared pages. The first few hours are often the quietest, a time for reviewing the toughest subjects. Maybe it's pharmacology, with all those medication names that sound like they came from a science fiction movie. Or maybe it's maternity nursing. It's a solo mission at first, just you and the material, trying to absorb as much as possible before the day gets away. As the morning turns into afternoon, the routine changes. This is when the real practice begins. It's all about practice questions. Hundreds of them, thousands of them. They use online question banks like UWorld or Kaplan that simulate the real exam. Each question is a puzzle. Each answer choice is a potential trap. Getting one wrong isn't a failure, it's a learning opportunity. They read the rationale for every single answer, trying to understand the NCLEX way of thinking. It's a mental marathon, and it takes so much focus and energy. You have to be so disciplined. By the evening, you'd think they'd be done, but they're not. Night is when the study groups happen. Friends connect on Zoom or meet at the library, their faces tired but determined. This is when they talk through the hard stuff. They quiz each other, explain concepts in their own words, and share mnemonic devices they made up to remember things. Do you remember the signs of hypoglycemia? I'm sweaty, cold, and clammy. Give me some candy. It's these little tricks that make a huge difference. They find strength in numbers, knowing they aren't alone in this. And then, late into the night, it's back to solo studying. One last review of the day's notes. One more chapter before bed. The house is quiet, the world is asleep, but the light from their desk lamp is still on. This is the grind, the day in, day out commitment. It's a temporary sacrifice, they tell themselves. They are pushing their limits, fueled by caffeine and the dream of that passing score. It's exhausting, it's tough, but every single hour they put in is an investment in their future. And that's what keeps them going. During these intense study sessions, something amazing happens. The lessons from nursing school start to click in a whole new way. A student might be staring at a practice question about a patient with heart failure. Suddenly, they remember their professor, Mrs. Davis, drawing a diagram of the heart on the whiteboard. They can almost hear her voice explaining how the fluid backs up into the lungs, causing that crackling sound. It's not just a fact in a book anymore. It's a memory, a story, and that story helps them pick the right answer. It's these moments that are just golden. They also remember the hands-on lessons from their clinical rotations. Another question might describe a patient who is post-op. The student recalls their first time in the surgical unit. They remember the nurse who showed them how to encourage a patient to use an incentive spirometer. They can picture the patient, feel the anxiety in the room, and remember the importance of preventing pneumonia. These aren't just textbook scenarios, they are real experiences that they lived through. That muscle memory, that emotional connection is what makes the information stick. And it's not just the big lessons, it's the little things too. A student might be struggling to remember the order of drawing blood in different colored tubes. Then they remember a silly song a classmate made up about it. Or they remember a clinical instructor who always said, "Assess, assess, assess before you do anything else." That simple phrase becomes a guiding principle, helping them navigate tricky priority questions on the exam. These little gems of wisdom from their teachers and peers become lifelines during the study process. All those sleepless nights studying for exams in school, all those challenging patient assignments, they weren't for nothing. They were building a foundation. The NCLEX is just the final step in putting all those pieces together. It's like they were collecting puzzle pieces for years, and now, during this cram period, they are finally seeing the big picture. They realize they know more than they think they do. The knowledge is in there, waiting to be accessed. And that's a pretty powerful feeling. It gives them the confidence they need. So why do they do it? Why this relentless, exhausting grind? It's because passing the NCLEX is so much more than just starting a job. For many, it's about breaking a cycle and building a better future for their families. It's for their parents who immigrated to a new country and worked multiple jobs so their child could get an education. Passing is a way of saying thank you for all those sacrifices. It's for their own children to show them that with hard work and determination, any dream is possible. It's a legacy of hope. This license represents stability and independence. It's the key to a career that is not just respected but deeply meaningful. It means being able to provide for your family, to buy a house, to have a sense of security that you've earned with your own two hands and a very tired brain. It's the moment they stop being a student and become a provider, a healer, a professional. The weight of that transformation is huge, and it's what pushes them through the toughest of study days. They know what's waiting for them on the other side. The support system is everything. It's the partners who make dinner and keep the kids quiet so they can study. It's the friends who send texts that just say you've got this. It's the fellow nursing grads who are in the trenches with them, sharing notes and words of encouragement at 2 a.m. This journey is too hard to walk alone. The love and support from their village is the fuel that keeps their fire burning bright. They are not just doing this for themselves, they are doing it for everyone who believed in them along the way. So, to everyone out there studying for this beast of an exam, I see you. We all see you. Don't give up. Remember your why. Remember the patients you will help and the lives you will change. All this hard work, all these sacrifices, they will be worth it. Take a deep breath. Be kind to yourself. You have already come so far. You are strong, you are smart, and you are going to be an amazing nurse. Now go out there and show that test what you're made of. You got this.